So this has been requested quite a lot, actually. It's Aaron Taylor Johnson. Obviously, it's all, I don't know if you've seen it recently over social media about him potentially being Bond, and he says he doesn't want to do it, and about the age gap and grooming. I think there's 22 years between them, and she met him when she was 42 and he was 18. So that's where they're saying the grooming part comes in. I'm not going into all that today. What we're going to do is just have a look into their relationship. Because personality-wise, I mean, it is such a big gap. But at the same time, they've been together for so long. So I'm actually really interested here to see the dynamics. So first of all, let's see how he feels about her. And obviously they've got children as well. Aaron. I've got a picture up of them to see if I can connect as well. Aaron. I know, sometimes they give you images and you're trying to work out what they mean. I heard out the door, and I do see him looking at the door. So let's just see how he actually feels. I wonder if that means him, I heard making an escape. I hope I've got this wrong, because that would be, breaking up a family either way. Let's just see, out the door. One eye on the door. Oh God, guys. Death card. That's not a great card, especially because I heard out the door and looking out the door. It's like he's got one eye on the family and one eye out the door, and I like making your escape kind of thing. I feel in a way he feels tied into it for too long now. That he feels he has something to prove because everybody said it would never work. So at the same time, he doesn't want to prove everyone right by divorcing or breaking this up. I keep hearing eye on the door, and we have the death card over how he feels about this connection right now. It's really odd here, and it's really odd. It's really, really odd cards that are coming out here. Who is this other woman here? I think a lot of it is, it's kind of tricky energy coming through. On one sense of things, the Two of Cups means they do actually work together as a family, as a unit when it comes to career and business. I do feel they have a really good match in that sense, okay? They do. He sees her as someone that is actually very stable for him, that gives him grounding. Somebody that's very creative. He loves her creativity and the way she thinks outside the box. She's coming across as someone that's not scared to do risks and just try something completely different. He doesn't see her as her age. And he does see her as somebody that gives him a lot of stability and a lot of balance. And that was even early on. The stability, the roots, the Hierophant, everything there, okay? But at the same time, we have him showing up as the Knight of Wands energy, which means somebody a lot younger. Now, when the Wands come up, they're not all playboys, okay? But the Wands energy, usually when it's coming up, it's a younger male, somebody that's fun, outgoing, wants to talk to everyone, as in, can be the playboys of the pack, because they're so charming. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which means an attractive, beautiful woman, interested in beauty, things along those lines. And I'm not seeing this link to his wife here, because we have the Clown, which means maybe doing silly stuff, getting caught up with things, maybe flirting with people he shouldn't do. There's this kind of juvenile energy here where he wants to play up as well. So it's almost like when I said eye on the door, it's like one part of it, yes, his foot is in family life, but on the rest of the times, it's like his eye on the door, wanting to go out, have that freedom with this Fool and interested in beauty. And again, when I look at the relationship line, we had the Death card, and then we had the Ten of Swords, which is also a card on endings here. I would just say it looks like his foot is half in the marriage and half out. It looks like it's half in and half out. I don't feel he feels the same way he did. He feels it's almost like a business partnership, and they get on really well together, and it is a friend, and he can laugh with her, and he likes the way she thinks. But when it comes to more the sexual side and things along those lines, I just sense a bit of boredom and wanting to, I hear relive his youth, because I think he was with her quite young, so I don't think he's really had the chance to really let his hair down and experience all that. And I feel this itchy feet energy coming in now. Again, it's almost like he wants to prove everybody wrong still, and he doesn't want to do any announcing, slipping away. Now, when I hear slipping away, for me, that could mean, again, slipping out the door, maybe doing what he wants to do. And that's the way he's getting his freedom right now, rather than just divorcing and proving everybody right, you know. So let's just see how she feels in this situation. I heard oblivious, so I don't feel she's really aware completely of how he feels. It's almost like blind eye, blind eye. So I feel sometimes she may have a feeling that he could be up to something, but she'd rather turn a blind eye and keep the family unit together. No, it sounds bad. I wouldn't even say family unit, to keep him, basically to keep him. Let's just see. How does she feel about him? I keep getting blind eye. Like, he could be up to doing whatever and she would turn a blind eye to this. Let's see. Sam's energy. Sam, how do you feel about this connection? Sam, how do you feel about this connection? Oh, Eight of Swords is another card about not being fully committed in the connection. Seven of Cups means keeping the options open. Now, I'm wondering if this is her feelings about him or how she feels. The balance is off. This is coming across as she knows, because the balance is off. Okay, this is how she feels. Four of Pentacles is almost that possessive card over him, like trying to hold on to something really tightly here, okay? The balance is off. He is not committed fully to her in this connection. She knows it. The Seven of Cups also means him looking out at other women or other options in his life. She's possessive. She wants to keep things as they are, but it's not really going to plan. I don't know if it would be an open marriage. I wouldn't say she would be the one that would be doing anything as such. It might have been an open marriage, as in what's it called, hall pass, maybe more of a hall pass situation to experiment. I do feel that could have happened at some point in their relationship. You know, like, don't want to hear about it, don't tell me about it, but it's almost like I'm hearing sow your wild oats, which for me means get out of his system and then come back to her, kind of thing. So I wouldn't say it's an open marriage, but I do feel at some point there could have been a hall pass there. And because maybe he went along with it, now he wants it. I'm hearing he's got a taste of it, a taste of freedom, experiencing that again, you know. Tied down too soon is another thing I just heard. Tied down too soon. So she is really putting the work in. I mean, the Eight of Pentacles is like she is trying to really fight for this. The Empress, I feel she could even want another baby, by the way. The Empress can be a fertility card, okay? It can mean you want your marriage to go back to what it was. But I do feel with this, the Six of Pentacles means pretty much giving to him. Would another baby save the marriage if she had another baby? Would it, you know, would it bring him back in, reel him back in? I'm not sure how old the kids are. Reel him back in. And the Tower is almost like she feels it could all fall apart as well. Now, let's just see. I don't feel anything. It's almost like, how long could she let him do his own thing before it gets to the point where she stops it? And if she stopped it, then I feel that's when it could end in divorce. So, I mean, no matter what, they've been married for years. No one wants a family to be broken up. Let's just see. Let's just see what's looking like in the months ahead for them. Indecision. I think she knows it's not working out right now. I feel also she may have put him forward for the James Bond role with her connections to keep him occupied and busy, because it would take up so many years of filming and things along those lines. It would keep him occupied. I'm not sure what he's done. I think he did a film recently, but it's almost like she feels that that would give him the stability he needs and the work. So I feel she would be quite keen for him to do the James Bond thing in a way. But he doesn't want to be tied down, because, again, I feel it's that energy of reliving his youth. He doesn't really want to be chained into something for years and years right now. He wants to have the freedom to do as he pleases. So let's just see. Tug of war. So her pulling one way on the rope, him pulling the other. Not really having that balance. Give an inch, take a mile, I just heard from him. Let's just see what's going to happen here. Right. The Emperor fell out, which is the relationship card. So let's just see where this is going now. The relationship now. Still not good cards. Not good cards. That's the energy now going forwards. it's like a mishmash. I mean, if we look at the energy now, he's seeing her as the Queen of Wands, which means somebody trying to enforce the rules more. This is coming across, trying to bring the balance with the Temperance card back into this connection, because he's gone a little bit wayward. Because we have the Devil, which means temptations and addictions, sexual exploration, sexual energy, things along those lines, hiding something, not being completely open with what he's up to or whatever like that. And the whole thing is almost like, it's a really hard balance for her to cope with, because if she's too hard on him, she'll push him away further. Boxed in, I just feel he's boxed in right now. And when I look ahead, we're still getting this attraction to other women with the Nine of Pentacles, the lies and deceit cards. We have him focused again, half in the relationship and then half out still. So I feel this could continue for some time, to be honest, guys. I feel this could, power couple. He does like the fact they are a power couple. He really feels that. He feels strong in a relationship for sure. And I don't think he's ready to let that go. He's also questioning who he would be if he did break up with her, because the only person he's ever known is him being in that relationship with her. He doesn't really know who he would be without her. I feel that's another fear he's got. So it's almost like a bit of a kid that throws his toys out the pram and then she gives him what he wants to keep him happy, kind of thing. But yeah, not the best energy, to be honest, around that. Not the best energy. Again, I hear a war of words and also tug of war, give, take, constantly this tug of war kind of thing, you know? So it's not easy. That's not a easy connection to deal with at all. And that is as much as I'm going to do today. But yeah, energy is not looking great. I feel that if he was stunted by any way and couldn't express himself or do what he wanted to do, he would want out.